My name is Jenna Pilant, and I'm a style-crazed full-time creative living in sunny San Diego. In 2016, my husband and I purchased our forever home, and now, in between balancing my upholstery business, our 4 dogs, and just life in general, I'm going to renovate our home room by room, project by project myself, with some fun help from a few of my friends along the way. And I'm going to share it all with you right here on YouTube. So, are you ready to see a room bloom? All right, this is the last episode, y'all, before I reveal the completed family room renovation project here on Room Bloom. We have many design details still to go over, so let's get started, shall we? Now that the family room is all freshly painted, man, that seemed to take forever. The room itself is all ready for its decor items, starting with the furniture. When it comes to new furniture, my personal opinion is, well, most of the new stuff is junk. Sorry, not sorry. Sadly, furniture manufacturers as a whole just don't make furniture like they used to. Trust me, I'm an upholsterer, I know. I've had my fair share of upholstery jobs recovering furniture for my clients that they've literally purchased in the last year or two. With that being said, however, there are a few furniture companies that I will buy upholstered furniture items from. And one of those is renovation. And luckily for us, they have a showroom right here in San Diego. For the family room, it was very important to me and Dee that we find a loungy sofa that would be both stylish yet comfortable for us and the dogs, and the many hours we planned on spending in the family room together. So off to renovation showroom I went, testing out each sofa they had for its overall comfort. renovation is also highly customizable in the color department. We ended up ordering the renovation Togo sectional in Capucine, which is basically the color of a beautiful orange. Bold, I know, but luckily for me, my husband loves color as much as I do. The only drawback to the Togo sofa, however, was it could take anywhere from 15 to 20 weeks from the time of ordering until we would receive it. Once the sofa was taken care of, it was time for me to switch my focus onto one other piece of furniture for the family room, and that was a recliner for that handsome husband of mine. Originally, we had discussed purchasing an Ames lounge chair, the mid-century modern recliner that Charles and Ray Ames had originally designed for the Herman Miller Company back in 1956. But since both the fireplace tile and the sofa ate up most of our family room renovation budget, I decided to instead hit up my own vintage furniture collection in our basement to see what else I could find. I had completely forgotten that shortly after moving into our house, I had acquired a 1970s Lazy Boy recliner from a neighbor that was moving. I honestly didn't know what I was going to do with it at the time, but decided to take it in anyway. Now all it needed was some new upholstery. Cue that teardown. My upholstery mentor, James Eric Duvall, may he rest in peace, used to always say to us in class, "Don't take recliner jobs." And here I am, tearing down a recliner. But it doesn't count as a recliner job if it's for my own home, right? But as soon as I started tearing down the recliner, I realized what Eric meant. The mechanics of the recliner and what I had to take apart in order to recover it was very complicated. And to make matters even more difficult, I picked a checkered pattern fabric for the new upholstery. What is wrong with me? Meaning I would have pattern matching up the wazoo in order to make this recliner look like a functional piece of art. It's one of the few times in the course of my upholstery career that I have felt completely over my head. It's all I could think of, finishing that recliner and finishing it well. After seeing about the furniture, I knew I needed to switch gears a bit and worry about the electrical aspects of the family room, which included switching out all the electrical outlets, a ceiling light, and updating our outdated fan for a more contemporary one by Big Ass Fans. I was more than able putting the new Haiku fan together by myself, but when it came to installing it on a ladder, I figured it was more of a two-person job. So my contractor friend Steve came over to help, making the entire endeavor not only go smoother, but turn into a learning opportunity as well.
What you need to do is Put them together like this.
And we got it installed just in time for me to get notified that our new Lene Rose Togo sectional sofa was in. The delivery fee the third party wanted to deliver the sofa, however, was totally outlandish when considering where they were located in relation to our home. So my upholstery colleague Doug, whom also studied under Eric, drove down with me to Mira Mesa on a Friday morning to help me pick up me and Dee's new orange-tastic sofa. I think it would make Eric really happy to know that two of his best friends have grown close after his death, leaning on each other whenever we run into problems with our upholstery work or need someone to vent to, or in this case, help execute a furniture pickup. Okay, so we've got loungy furniture, we've got a new ceiling fan, but what about artwork? Well, I had multiple ideas for different pieces of artwork for the space. I knew I wanted to do something art installation-esque on the left side of the fireplace and use some art pieces we already owned on the right side, along with installing a new Samsung TV on the lowest level. But I had two areas we didn't have any artwork for. The large space between the right floating shelves and the door that leads into Homebird Upholstery Studio, and the family room wall where the second new pony wall was built. I really wanted to find one piece of artwork that would really represent myself and my interest, and another that would represent Dee and his. Well, it's like Gray Malin's ears were burning or something, because shortly after I made this decision, he dropped an entire collection of photography prints he took in Palm Springs with all these exotic animals. See, Dee is a giant parrot head. He's seen Jimmy Buffett in concert something like 15 times. I'm not kidding. So when I saw this particular Gray Malin print with a brilliantly colored parrot perched on a golf bag, I knew I had found the perfect thank you / surprise gift for Dee. Calling on my friends at San Diego's oldest frame shop, The Frame Maker, to turn Mr. Malin's parrot photography into a framed masterpiece for our wall, selecting the perfect frame from their impressive 10,000 sample inventory. It was also around that time that I discovered the macrame artist Nova Mercury on Instagram. I've always loved macrame art, but it's usually too neutral in color for my taste. Well, Nova Mercury is an artist after my own rainbow-loving heart, so I commissioned her via Etsy to create a Crayola-tastic macrame hanging for the wall. So that's pretty much it for all the projects for this family room home renovation. Join me next episode for the big reveal of the completed space. I think it will more than tickle your fancy.